never forget that the United States was built on stolen land with stolen people who were massacred and brutalized.
USA is officially satanic now, and this is what I need to show you. Laura Loomer posted this on X, and she's actually saying that alligator lives matter and that they will have 65 million meals now if they start now. So why did she say 65 million meals? Let's take a look at the Latino population in the United States, and what do we see? It's roughly 65 million people. So Laura Loomer is insinuating that they want to get rid of Latinos by feeding them to the alligators, basically. And since alligator Alcatraz is all over the news right now with its comparisons to concentration camps and disgusting way of holding people, do we even wonder anymore that our government has reached an all-time low now in hatred, vileness, disgusting, filthy rhetoric? I don't even know what to say anymore, guys, because it's become so horrible. It's just insane. I want to tell you, MAGA Christian, you cannot make an excuse anymore. You are without excuses. You are absolutely without excuses. You have to draw the line somewhere. You have to.
Laura Loomer said that the 65 million Latinos in this country should be food for alligators. Never forget that Laura Loomer said that alligator Alcatraz would create 65 million meals for alligators. Now, you might think it's a joke, but they fed our babies to alligators, and they thought it was so funny that they put it on candy boxes, they put it on tobacco boxes, they put it on coffee cans, they put it on soap boxes. But the reason why black and brown people can't fight to win a future where we are truly liberated is because we are programmed. There are four walls that block in the minds of black and brown people, and we've been at this a whole lot longer than y'all, so let me tell you what they are. We've been programmed to worship white folks, to objectify women, to fear going to hell, and to value money over all else. Now, I'm talking to the black and the brown people because with white folks, half of them are racist and half of them are playing the wait and see game. It's not affecting them, so they're like, let's see how this goes. Worshiping white people means we'll always find a reason to justify what it is that they do. And so you have a white God, white Jesus, white angels, white saint. It puts the idea in your mind that white is right.
A top Trump advisor just called for the genocide of all Latinos and Hispanics living in the U.S. This is Laura Loomer, a Trump ally and top advisor, and this is what she said a couple hours ago. Alligator lives matter. The good news is alligators are guaranteed 65 million meals if we get started now. She is of course referring to alligator Alcatraz, a new concentration camp that was just built in Florida. But here's the thing, she's not saying 65 million undocumented people. She's saying 65 million people, period. And lo and behold, just by coincidence, there's 65 million Latinos and Hispanics in the US. This just goes to show you that it was never about going after criminals or doing it the right way. They just don't like us. And this is for you Latinos for Trump. We all know that you desperately want to fit in. We all know that you desperately want to be accepted by them. But they don't want you. You're included in this. They're talking about ending birthright citizenship, denaturalizing people, deporting U.S. citizens. Latinos for Trump, guys, they just don't want us, period. If these are the things that Trump advisors and the people in Trump circles say online, imagine the things they say behind closed doors. But there you have it, guys, especially Latinos for Trump. They don't want us. But anyways, let me know what you guys think.
You ready for your daily dose of psychopathy? Well, early afternoon dose. Latinos for Trump, pay attention to this one. Laura Loomer, world's most fascist mistress, tweeted this. This was in reference to alligator Alcatraz, or crocodile concentration camp. If you're unfamiliar, is a detention center they've been building in Florida surrounded by alligator-infested marshes, or whatever. They're very excited about the alligators. Clearly. So excited that Laura Loomer even tweeted this. And by the way, it's still up a couple days later. Alligator lives matter. The good news is alligators are guaranteed at least 65 million meals if we get started now. Wow. I think this response summarizes it perfectly. I don't care what anyone says. I appreciate when y'all drop the Christian act and reveal your seething unhinged hatred for everything Christ ever said. Well put. But here's the thing. As if it weren't bad enough to be this gleeful at the idea of feeding people to alligators, people,
humans. She's also revealed something else in this tweet. There aren't even 65 million undocumented immigrants in this country. Even according to the American Immigration Council, there's only around 13.3 million undocumented immigrants total, and that includes protective status. So, 65 million? Does she mean all immigrants? No, because according to the latest census, there were only 47.8 million immigrants residing in the United States as of 2023. 65 million? What could she be referring to? Oh, that's right. The entire Hispanic population in the United States. 65 million. Almost on the dot. Wow. And apparently we're all getting fed to alligators.
Shalom, first and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakodash. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, who were in the cause. God, in His name, He remains, He exists. And Yahweh Shai, His name is unbegotten Son, who were in the cause, Jesus Christ. In His name, He remains, He is delivered. Bahashem is in the name of Kakodash, is the Holy Spirit. I'm going to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessing unto the second that's pushed forth in truth. Throughout the four corners of the earth, I want to say shalom to you brothers and keep pushing. And a double shalom to the Israelites that's looking like the other nations and the Shir Watim. I want to say shalom to you brothers and sisters as well. My name is Dewar from the G-Man Islam St. Louis camp. And I'll come back at it with another video. And I got inspired to do this video, this video from this brother's channel, Arrows of Indignation 144. I'll say shalom to their brother. And I'm gonna entitle this video Jacob's Trouble is Here. Okay, so you already see what's going on with the whole Trump administration. You got Sheetamite, which is a devil. Okay, when I say a Sheetamite, it's a female Edomite, a devil. We already know that the Edomites are the devil that the Bible speaks of, okay? The women too. You know, regardless if you quote unquote eat at the White Castle or whatnot, it does not matter, okay? These Edomite women are the devil that the Bible speaks of as well. And they will be destroyed with their male counterpart, okay? Because they're evil, all right? But, so they basically telling you, you know, and you Latinos, so-called Latinos, which according to the scriptures, y'all are the Northern Kingdom, okay? And the Northern Kingdom that quote-unquote don't identify with black, you know, because you have Northern Kingdom coming all different shades of brown. You know, you got some Northern Kingdom that look dark, some Northern Kingdom that look light. You know, some Northern Kingdom look like Assyrians because they was mixed in, okay? But y'all are getting y'all, I mean, I was going to say a nigga wake-up call. I mean, I guess I can say that too. I guess y'all Northern Kingdom getting y'all a nigga wake-up call. Or spick wake-up call, whatever you want to call it. All right? Because, hey, this devil, the so-called white man, he hates you too. He hates you just as much as he hates the Southern Kingdom. Okay? And the Lord is warning you not to trust in this devil, but we know that 2/3 of y'all are not going to listen. Y'all going to be taken by this devil. And we say good riddance. Because a lot of you Northern Kingdom, you don't like Judah. When I say Judah, I mean the Southern Kingdom. Or you don't like other darker complected Northern Kingdom tribes. Okay, I've talked to so-called Mexicans, which really, according to the scriptures, they're Issacharites. And they said that, yeah, I don't get along with dark-skinned Mexicans. So that just lets you know that the curses fall amongst them too. You know, the whole Willie Lynch and Jim Crow laws and all that. Okay? I guess the devil is coming for you. And last but not least, the devil is coming for Judah. Okay? Because, hey, don't think for a second that these white people don't see the Israelites out there on the highways and the byways. Trump even referred to us as the prophets of doom. Okay? So, yeah, hey, Trump knows. And that's why they're trying to, get this popping. Ultimately, they trying to just get Jacob out of the country, period. Okay? In which you Edomites, you never belonged to in the first place. I like that one Edomite woman at the beginning. She said, this land is stolen land. Yeah. This land is stolen land because it belonged to the Gadites. Okay? So-called Native Americans. All right? And you came over here and stole their land. All right? And then you had the nerve to try to deport people and tell them they are a legal immigrant and you're the immigrant. The nerve of you damn devils, man. The nerve of you. Okay? Let's go ahead and hop into these scriptures. Slakia. Slakia. So let's go to Jeremiah 30. And I'm going to start at 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it, right? And so who is Jacob? Jacob is the forefather of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Okay? And who is the he that shall be saved out of it? The elect. Okay? Because no matter how much we try and push his word, okay, it's only for the elect. Because we know the 2/3 of y'all are not going to listen. Y'all conscience is already seared with a hot iron. So y'all just going to have to just learn the hard way or whatever of the so-called white man putting his foot up your brown ass. Okay? And it serves you right. Because, you Jakes out there, even you Southern Kingdom, especially you Northern Kingdom, man. Y'all just love toxic relationships and abuse. You just love it. Okay? You don't want to be loved by Yahweh Shemiah Shah. You just want the so-called white man to love you. Or the rest of these other nations, man. It's weak, man. It's weak. All right? What did I have? Jeremiah 50:33. So here we go. Jeremiah 50:33. Thus said the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were pressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. Right? And which I don't even know why y'all talking about, getting out of, deporting all the immigrants and the blacks or whatever, because we the ones that keep this country running. Because the Israelites are the biggest consumers on the planet. So yeah, without us, which you damn so-called white people are already in trillions and trillions of dollars in debt because you base your whole economy off of debt. So of course the shit is going to implode in your face. All right, it's not working. That's not how you're supposed to base the kingdom off of. Okay, verse 34: the Redeemer is strong. The Lord of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. All right. A sword is sent upon the Chaldeans, saith the Lord, and upon the inhabitants of Babylon, and upon her princes, and upon her wise men. A sword is upon the liars, and they shall dote. The sword is upon her mighty men, and they shall be dismayed. A sword is upon their horses, and upon their chariots, and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her. and they shall become as women. A sword is upon her treasures, and they shall be robbed, right? And that goes into, Mystery Babylon being spoiled. Okay, her plague shall come in one day. That said the Holy Bible. Okay, from you Edomites doing that, which, yeah, it's talking about ancient Babylon, but you can apply this today because America is the virgin daughter of Babylon. Because these Edomites, they come in the same spirit as those ancient Babylonians, because the word Babel means confusion. Okay, and this is just a reincarnated kingdom of what was already done. I mean, you had the Tower of Babel, all right, which that got broken up, and you had Babylon, Nebuchadnezzar or Nebuchadnezzar. How you want to pronounce his name. And now you got the modern day Babylonians, which are you Edomites, you so-called white people. Okay? And look at what y'all doing on the earth. Y'all doing the same thing that they did. And you think that your kingdom is going to continue to stand? Absolutely not. The same way how those other kingdoms had the children of Israel in captivity, and they fell, and they are nothing but ruins now, and damn tourist site. The same way how this kingdom is gonna fall, okay? But it's not gonna be no damn tourist site. It's just gonna be a damn desert over here, okay? Literally nothing is gonna be here. Nothing. It's not gonna be inhabited no more. Revelation 12. Matter of fact, I started at 1. Revelation 12:1. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, and a moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars, right? So the woman represents the nation of Israel. And a crown of 12 stars represents the 12 tribes. And she, being with child, cried, travailing in birth and pain to be delivered. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his head. And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven, and they cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born, right? So the third part of the stars of heaven. So it represents the 3 tribes, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. The dragon represents the EU, the European, I forgot what EU stands for. European Union. Yeah, the European Union. United Nations, NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Okay? And she bore forth a man-child who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron, and her child was called up unto Yahweh into his throne. And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she had a place prepared of Yahweh, that they should feed her there 1,203 score days. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought his angels, and prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven. Right, so yeah, so that wilderness, if I'm not mistaken, I haven't went over that in a while, but that goes into like a certain time period, for the 1,203 score days, represents a time period. I believe when we lost our way, got to go over it again, Salakia. But Kanye says, war in heaven, that represents a so-called white man fighting against Michael and his angels, like they show you in that movie Independence Day. 'Cause this is what's going to happen, man. Okay? 'Cause this is what's going to happen. All right? When Yahweh Shah comes back. Okay? And this is what he's going to do to you for fighting against his people. He's literally going to put you in slavery. Okay? I'm going to skip down to 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because you know that he had but a short time. Right. So kind. And that goes into the so-called white man coming down with great wrath. Hey, but he's not going to prevail. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna get a lot of Israelites, but that's gonna be the undesirables of the nation of Israel. Okay, because you Israelites out there, you just don't want to get it. You know, like I always mention, it's like a sport into these Israelites to reject the Most High. You know, they trying to find ways not to believe it. Like, what a bunch of idiots, man. I mean, like, here it is, the Lord is trying to save you from your sins and give you a chance. Okay. But you trying to find a way not to believe it. Oh, that ain't true. You know, Jake think that he can just not believe the truth, and then that's going to make it what it is. He think he got some type of power to not make it happen. All I got to do is just not believe it, and that makes it not true. No, it's still going to happen. You know, you just going to be the idiot that's caught up in it. All right? So calm, man. So, yeah. This place is about to be destroyed, and Yahweh Shemir Shai about to come back. You Akim out there, prepare yourselves. So with that, I give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakodash. I want to see on to the next one, Shalom.